Phil Jones from Expert Shearing Equipment, talking about grinding up a new string of cutters with our expert pendulum. Probably the most important time to have an expert pendulum is with a new string of cutters. A new cutter is stiffer. It's got no flex in it, so you're going to get exactly what you push into the name side is going to come out on the grinder. With our pendulum, these little pushers move in and out. Because they move in and out, they take the shape of the name side of the cutter, and then when you're grinding it, you're getting the exact shape of the shearer's disc into the cutting side of your cutter, which is important, particularly with new cutters. But in saying that, these hints will work with all pendulums. So yeah, if you're wondering how to grind up new cutters, then yeah, carry on watching. So what we do first off is we have a look at the grinder setting and the pendulum length. If the cutters that you've just thrown away, if they've come down flat, well then leave your grinder adjustment exactly where it is. If you're concerned about the pendulum length, then have a look on the website again and check that out. There's on there how to set the length of your pendulum. Set a new emery. Set a new fine emery. Don't use a coarse emery. If you're using a coarse emery, then it's going to take 3 grinds on a cutter paper to get that grind of the coarse emery out of it. So don't grind on a coarse emery. Set a new fine emery. Once you've set a new fine emery, grab 10 of your cutters, your new cutters, and just have a look, see that they stack them up, and see that they're not grinding to the heel or the tip from the factory. If they're grinding flat, then we know where we're starting from, and we're ready to have a look, ready to have a grind. When you grind them exactly the same as the cutters that you've just thrown away. So if the cutters that you've just thrown away, they're pretty precious and they're thin. So you tend to grind them lighter. But if they're cutting and the ones that you've thrown away, the way that you've ground them, grind your new ones exactly the same. Don't grind them longer, don't grind them shorter, don't grind with more pressure, don't add pressure at the end or add pressure at the beginning and back it off, and just grind exactly the same as the cutters that you just threw away. Again, if you're wondering how to grind a cutter, check out the website, it's on there. But yeah, grind your new ones exactly the same as the ones that you've thrown away. Grind them all once. Once you've ground them all once, then pick up 10 and check that they're flat. Check that, stack them up and check that again that we're flat. One grind will tell you which way they're going. If they're grinding too much steel off the tip, then your hook on your grinder will need to come out. If they're grinding too much on the heel, then your hook on your grinder will need to go in. But more than likely it'll be right where it was. Once we've ground them all once, then have a good look at each one. Just take your time, sit down with a good light and have a look at each one and make sure the whole face is ground. Let's just have a close look at that. So I've ground up 30 and this is the result. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that haven't come up good. And you can see this one here, this tip hasn't come up, nor this tip. Pretty hard to get a good shot of it, but you can see if you wiggle it around, those 2 tips haven't come up. The other 2 are fine. This one here, same again. It's just not quite the tips coming up. You can see again this one and this one, these 3 here. The tips haven't quite come up. That's what we're looking for. Just anything that slight is enough to grind it again. Grind it again, and you know when you pull it out, it's gonna work. This one here, again, this tip hasn't come up. Sorry, it's a bit wobbly, but I'm finding it hard to get a good shot on this. But that's what I'm doing, is just looking at make sure the whole surface of the cutter, the whole surface is ground, and particularly the tips, and in this case this one here is not. Again, the tips, this one here and this one here aren't. But if you get a light and put them in a light and just have a gander, it's easier to see than what it is to take a photo of. I'll give you the tip. You can see this one over here is actually not ground up here either. See, it's not ground there. That's enough to, yeah, give you the shits. Especially if old mate's chasing you, you're going hard and you want a good cut and it's not happening, that'll be enough to give you the willies. Whereas if you had a, so we'll go back and we'll grind that again and away they'll go. 2 grinds and they'll be good. So yeah, just check the whole face of the cutters ground, especially the tips. Okay, so now we've separated the ones that aren't ground, the whole face haven't ground. Separated them, we'll grind them again, then we'll check again that the whole face is ground. And now your string of cutters is all ground up, ready to go. So that's about it really. They're all going to be sharp because none of them are short any sheep, so no need to check if they're sharp. What's sharp, what's blunt, again on the website, have a look, that's most important, but in this case they're all going to be sharp. What we're trying to do and what you can achieve with our pendulum is that you can grind up a new string of cutters. So long as the whole face is ground, then every one of them are going to cut the same. And that's the main thing about our pendulum, is that all your cutters are cutting the same. You're getting the shape of the shearer's disc. You find your cutters will cut longer, you'll need less tension, and away you go. If you need some help, get in touch with us. Find us on Facebook or Messenger, or send us an email on the website. Yeah, if you need a hand, we're more than happy to help out. Have fun and good shearing.